Good day everyone. Today we are discussing to you about the NCR or the National Capital Region. So before we start, let me introduce my group mates to you. Jelian Matalang, Mabborang, and yours truly, Reynan Labuton, in the National Capital Region. Metro Manila, otherwise known as the National Capital Region, is the center of Luzon and the capital region of the Philippines. Unlike the other 17 Philippine regions, NCR does not have any provinces. It is composed of 16 cities, namely the city of Manila itself, Caloocan, Las Piñas, Makati, Malabon, Mandaluyong, Marikina, Muntinlupa, Navotas, Pasay, Pasig, Parañaque, Quezon City, San Juan, Taguig, Valenzuela, and the municipality of Pateros. The region is considered as the political, economic, social, and cultural center of the Philippines and is one of the more modern metropolises in Southeast Asia. Metro Manila is the shopping center of the Philippines. 3 mega malls are located in the regions, and these are SM Mall of Asia, SM Mega Mall, and SM City North EDSA, which is the second largest mall in the world. Makati is regarded as the main cultural business district of Metro Manila, while Ortigas City is the second most important business district in Metro Manila. Metro Manila is a place of economic extremes. Many high-income citizens live in inclusive communities such as Forbes Park in Makati and Ayala Alabang in Muntinlupa. In contrast to these residents are the slums and illegal settlement scattered across the metropolitan area and are often found in vacant government land or district such as in Tondo. Metro Manila is composed of almost all the cultural groups of the Philippines because of migration. Filipino, also Filipino, is the Tagalog language designated as the national language and one of the 2 official languages of the Philippines. Filipino or Tagalog is the first language of a third of the population of the Philippines. It is centered around Metro Manila but is known almost universally throughout the country. So let's go to the cities and municipality in the National Capital Region or in the NCR.
Pasay City. Pasay City is known in different descriptions such as the premier gateway to the Philippines, the travel city, the travel capital of the Philippines. Geography. Pasay City is bordered by Manila City on the north side, Makati City on the northeast, Taguig City on the east side, and Parañaque City on the south. This city is one of the key cities in Metro Manila, Philippines. Short history. According to records, the name of place came from various versions. One version came from the love story of Jose Rizal and his first love, Paz. During the early years, when their love was forbidden by the letter's parents, when Paz died, Jose Rizal was said to have cried out in loud anguish and uttered Paz's eye in her grave, and later on the parents of Paz also named their hacienda Pasay, which eventually became the name of the whole Pasay town. Another version of that, Pasay was derived from an abundant pasaw, or a plant with an exotic aroma within the vicinity of the place during the early years. Others say it was named after princess of the Namayan Kingdom. In June 21, 1947, Pasay became a city and was renamed Rizal City in honor of Dr. Jose Rizal the country's national hero. However, in 1949, the city's name was renamed back to Pasay. Currently, Pasay City boasts of its newly opened SM Mall of Asia, the biggest SM ever built in the Philippines, in the Bay Area on May 21, 2006. Major tourist attractions: Cuneta Astrodome, Design Center of the Philippines, Manila Domestic Airport, Manila Film Center, national government offices such as Department of Foreign Affairs or DFA, Overseas Workers Welfare Administration or OWA, among many other. Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal, and the third, Philippine International Convention Center, Philippine Trade Training Center, Philippine World Trade Center. Various exhibits, both local and international, are held here. SM Mall of Asia, theme parks such as Star City, Ngayong Pilipino, and Boom na Boom, Villamor Air Base, Coconut Palace, Cultural Center of the Philippines, Folk Arts Theater, Jesus Museum and Archives, Philippine Museum of Ethnology, Residences of Recto and Quezon, Santa Clara Parish Church, Festivals, Senekulo, Pasko ng Pagkabuhay, Flores de Mayo, Search for Miss Pasay, Celebration of Pasay Day, Serenata, Tiburin Race. Okay, so let's proceed to Pasig. Pasig is one of the highly urbanized city in Metro Manila in the Philippines, and was the former capital of the province of Rizal. Prior to formation at this grouping of cities designated as the National Capital Region. Geography: located along the eastern border of Metro Manila, Pasig is bordered on the west by Quezon City and Mandaluyong City, to the north by Marikina City, the south by Makati City, Pateros and Taguig City, and to the east by Aquino City. According to Jose Villa Panganiban, the former director of the Institute of National Language, Pasig is another ancient Sanskrit word meaning a waterway coming from one body of water to another, which briefly describes the river because its flow starts from Laguna de Bay leading to Manila Bay. Short history: on June 11, 1901, the province of Rizal was created through Act Number 137 of the Philippines Commission. Pasig was incorporated into the province of Rizal and was designated as the capital of the new province. In 1975, Pasig was carved out of Rizal province and became part of Metro Manila when the Metro Manila Commission, precursor of Metro Manila Authority and later Metropolitan Manila Development Authority, was created by President Ferdinand Marcos through Presidential Decree 824. In July 94, Pasig was converted into a highly urbanized city through Republic Act 7829, and in December 1994, President Fidel V. Ramos signed it into law, which was ratified through a plebiscite on January 21, 1995. Commercio and industry. The water part of the city is where most of Pasig's financial resources are primarily concentrated. It includes numerous factories, waterhouses, establishments, and commercial facilities. Primarily, they situated in the Ortigas Center, Pasig proper, and along E. Rodriguez Jr. Avenue and Ortigas Avenue. Real estate and commercial developments along Mercedes Avenue and other areas near the city center are developing. The eastern part was mostly dominated with residential areas, but numerous commercial establishments are now developing along Marcos Highway. Per capita income or GDP of Pasig is $12.32 per year. The barangay of San Antonio has the largest income in Pasig, second only to San Lorenzo of Makati as the largest single income generated government until in the Philippines. Arguably more significant western part of Pasig is of city of Mandaluyong, and as part of the barangay of San Antonio lies the Ortigas Center. Major tourist destinations: Pasig City Hall, Mutya ng Pasig Republic Market, Plaza Bonifacio, Concepcion's Mansion Pasig Museum, Immaculate Conception's Parish Church, Rizal High School, Plaza Rizal, Bahay Natisa, Eugenio Lopez Foundation INC, Doña Jeronima's Cave, Pasig City Convention Center, Rizal Provincial Capital, Rainforest Park, and festival and other events. Araw ng Pasig, Summer Museo Festival, Itik-Itik Festival, Paskog Himig, Bambino Festival, Sunduan, Pakalog Festival, Pista ng Batam Pasig. Okay, let's proceed to the next one, which is the Parañaque. Parañaque City or lungsod ng Palanyag is one of the key cities that comprise Metro Manila. Geography: the place is bordered by Pasay City in the north side, Taguig City. In the northeast, Muntinlupa City. In the southeast, Las Piñas City. In the southwest, and Manila Bay to the west side. Descriptive name: the fashion capital of the Philippines, the City of Lights. Short history: the name of the city was derived from the phrase Paranaque, meaning stop now, boy, which is commonly said by people who wish to get off from calesas or horse-drawn carriage during the Spanish era. In 1572, the place was founded by Spanish missionaries and called it Palanyag, meaning beloved. The early settlers were into salt making, fishing, rice planting, shoemaking, slipper making, and weaving, which they trade off to Chinese, Indonesians, Indians, and Malaysians along the shores of Palanyag. Then in 1580, the town fell under the authority of the Agustinians led by Father Diego de Espinar, and in the same year, Palanyag became an independent town. The town became one of the hot battle zones during the Philippines Revolution in the 19th century, since it is a gateway between Cavite, where the revolutionary Katipuneros stayed, and Manila as the Spanish seal of government. Upon the American occupation, Parañaque became one of the first municipalities in Metro Manila. And on February 15, 1998, The municipality of Parañaque commerce and industry. Trade and commerce are much evident in the northern communities of Parañaque, such as Baclaran. This is where affordable dry goods, ready-to-wear clothing can be found. In Barangay La Huerta, seafoods products can be directly purchased from the boat. Thus, the place is called Fisherman's Wharf. Other business and establishments can also be seen along the stretch of Sukat. Day in and day out business transactions are always on the go in these avenues. As to the southern portion of the city, various industrial estate and plants operates 24 hours a day, such as Toyota Motor Philippines, Johnson & Johnson's Motorola, Filicor, and Columbia Motors, and Astra Pharmaceutical. Major tourist attraction: Baclaran Church, Baclaran Bargain Market, Dampa Fiesta Shopping Mall, La Huerta, Sukat Motor Shops. Other interesting sites in the city: Casino Filipino, Loyola Memorial Park, Manila Memorial Park, Ninoy Aquino International Airport, Terminal 1, Parañaque City Hall, SM City Bitucan, SM City Sukat, St. Andrew's Cathedral Festival, Araw ng Panyag, Caracol, Flores de Mayo, Comedia, Linggo ng Palaspas or Domingo de Ramos, Pasyon or Pabasa, Salubong, and Pasko ng Pagkabuhay, Semana Santa or Holy Week, Sinakulo or Via Crucis, and Sunduan. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Quezon City. Quezon City is one of the key cities and municipalities that comprise Metro Manila, the national capital region. The city is formerly the capital of the Philippines and is currently the seat of House of Representatives in Batasang, Pambansa. This is also where the two main universities of Ateneo de Manila University and the University of the Philippines located. Short history. The city was once a small town adjoined by then, now known as the communities of San Francisco del Monte, Novaliches, and Balintawak. In 1986, the Philippines Revolution was declared by Andres Bonifacio in Pugad Lawin, which is now the Bahay Toro at Project 8, Quezon City. The land. Quezon City has a total land area of 16,112.12 hectares, which is almost one-fourth of the national capital region, and has the biggest land area compared to other cities and municipalities. It is bordered by Manila in the southwest side, Caloocan City and Valenzuela in the west and northwest, San Juan and Mandaluyong City in the south side, Marikina City and Pasig City in the southwest side, River in the north, Rodriguez and San Mateo in the east side. The land area is mostly residential with 45.45% of its total land area. Institutional government agencies, Batasang Pambansa, medical institution, public parks, and some industrial facilities in the north side of the city. The city is said to be the richest local government in the country in terms of assets, cash in banks, internal revenue allotment, gross income, and gross net income. It is also the major entertainment capital of the Philippines, as it is a home to major television broadcasting networks such as ABC, ABS-CBN, GMA Network, NBN, RPN, and IBC, and is known for having various restaurants providing fine dining to fast food, bars, and cafes. The city also has various shopping malls, a coliseum and amusement parks. Big telecommunication companies also have their branch offices in the city vicinity. Major tourist attractions: Araneta Center, Araneta Coliseum, Barrio La Loma, Barrio Pugadlawin Balintawak, Camp Crane and Camp Aguinaldo, Fiesta Carnival Complex, La Mesa Dam Water Reservoir, Mabuhay Rotonda, Parks and Wildlife View, Philippine Nuclear Research Institute, Quezon City Hall, Quezon Memorial, Tomas Moroto, University of the Philippines. Other historical destinations in Quezon City are Balara Park, Bantayog ng mga Bayani, EDSA Shrine and Sigaw ng Pugadlawin Shrine, La Mesa Eco Park, People Power Monument, Philippine Science High School, San Pedro Bautista. San Juan City. San Juan is one of the cities that comprises the National Capital Region of the Philippines. It is the smallest city in the region and the country in terms of land area. The city is known for being the site of the first battle, the Katipunan against troops of the Spanish Empire in 1897. Etymology: San Juan City is contraction of the city's longer ceremonial name of San Juan del Rey. Descriptive names: Heart of Metro Manila, Home of Philippine Presidents, Chiang Capital of the Philippines. Geography: It is bordered by Quezon City on the north and east, Mandaluyong City on the south, and the city of Manila in the west. The territory of San Juan was once much larger than it is presently, stretching all the way to Caloocan City. Parts of what are now districts 1, 2, and 4 of Quezon City, as well as parts of Mandaluyong, were originally within San Juan's territorial boundaries. This explains why San Juan's Reservoirs is nearby Horseshoes Village, a subdivision currently under the jurisdiction of Quezon City. People: According to the NSO census in the year 2010, the total population of San Juan City is 121,100. Short history: In 1783, San Juan became independent of Santa Ana, but it was still then a barrio within the province of Manila. The opening salvo of the Philippines Revolution against Spain began in San Juan in 1897 with an attack by the Katipunan on the Alemcen or Polvoron of the Spanish East Indies government. The town was later incorporated into the province of Rizal in 1901 during the American occupation. Major tourist attractions: St. John the Baptist Church, Old Convent of Kabayanan and Sanctuario de Santo Cristo Church, the Learning Resource Center building at San Juan Elementary School compound, Spirit of 1896 Monument, Green Hills Shopping Center, Pinaglabanan Shrine, Monuments of Andres Bonifacio and Gen Emilio Aguinaldo, Club Filipino. Festivals: Wata Wata Fiesta or Fest of St. John the Baptist, Anniversary of San Juan, Fiesta of the Holy Cross Church, Battle of San Juan del Norte. Taguig City. The city of Taguig is highly urbanized city located in southeastern portion of Metro Manila in the Philippines. Form a thriving fishing community along the source of Laguna de Bay. It is now an important residential, commercial, and industrial center. Geography: Taguig City lies on the western shore of Laguna de Bay and is bordered by Muntinlupa City to the south, Parañaque to the southwest, Pasay to the west, Cainta and Taytay on the northwest, Makati, Pateros and Pasig to the north. Taguig River, a tributary of the Pasig River, cuts through the northern half of the municipality, and Napintan River, also a tributary of the Pasig, forms the common border of Taguig with Pasig City. Short history: Before the Spaniards came to the Philippines, Taguig was once a part of Kingdom of Tondo, which was ruled by Raja Soliman. The city was one of the first territories that have been influenced by Christianity when the Spaniards took control of Luzon. In 1587, it was established as a separate town of Manila, which was still a province during that time. Taguig was accessible through the Pasay River and connects it to Manila Bay and Laguna de Bay. Fishing was one of the main sources of livelihood for its residents. When the Americans took over the country, Taguig was made into an independent municipality on March 1900. A year later, it was incorporated into province of Rizal when Act No. 137 was promulgated. In 1903, the city was merged together with Muntinlupa and Pateros by the virtue of Act No. 942. The setup did not last long. Muntinlupa was made part of Binan just a month after the merger. In March 1905, Muntinlupa was returned to Taguig. After 3 years, Taguig was made into an independent municipality. In January 1, 1918, both Taguig and Pateros became independent municipalities of Rizal. Major tourist attractions: Laguna de Bay, Dambanang Kawayan, Archdiocesan Shrine of St. Anne, Simborio, the Blue Mosque, Parola, the Plaza Quezon, Bantayog ng mga Bayani ng Tipas, DOST Mini Forest and Eco Park, the VFP Museum, Libingan ng mga Bayani, the American Cemetery and Memorial, Plaza Bonifacio, Fort Bonifacio Global City. Festivals: Santa Ana ng Banak Taguig River Festival, Karera ng mga Bakang Lunday, Boys and Girls Festival Parade, Banak Fish Tossing Ceremony, Pagodahan, Pandangguhan, Tagaigig Festival, Mutya ng Taguig Pageant, Flurry of Streamers, Grand Foundation Day Parade, Pag-iikan Mini Olympics.
Next, we have Valenzuela City. Valenzuela is the 119th largest city of the Philippines and one of the 16 cities plus a municipality that compose the region of Metro Manila, located about 14 kilometers north of Manila. Valenzuela means Little Valencia in Spanish and is also the surname Dr. Pio Valencia, a Filipino physician and patriot who was among the leaders of the Katipunan that started the Philippine Revolution against Spain and after which the city was named. The historic city of Valencia was originally known as Polo and established as an independent town of the province of Bulacan in 1623. Polo was just a part of the town of May Kawayan called Katangalan. The territory of the new town encompassed the vast lands that stretched from the town of Obando to the forest of Novaliches. The Franciscans, in the person of Father Juan Taranco, administered the newly created. On 1960, President Diosdado Macapagal signed a bill creating a municipality of Valenzuela independent from Bulacan. However, on 1963, the municipality was redivided, the North Polo, to be under Bulacan again, while the southern Valenzuela town became an independent municipality. The creation of MMDA and NCR during Marcos administration led to unification of Polo and Valenzuela into municipality of Valenzuela in 1975. Valenzuela City finally attained cityhood status on February 14.
In Valenzuela, we have our major tourist attractions, the Arcong Bato, Japanese Cemetery, San Diego de Alcala Church, residence of Dr. Pio Valencia, Museo Valenzuela, Church of San Roque, and National Shrine of Our Lady of Fatima.
Aside from the tourist attractions, we have the festivals of Valenzuela. the Charter Day celebration every 14th of February, San Roque Festival every May 12, Dr. Pio Valenzuela Day every July 11, Putong Polo Festival every November 12. Next, we have the Pateros. The municipality of Pateros is a first-class municipality in Metro Manila, Philippines. This small town is famous for its duck raising industry and especially for producing balot, a Filipino delicacy that is boiled duck egg. Pateros is also known for the production of red salty eggs and inutak, a local rice cake. Moreover, the town is known for manufacturing of alfombra, a locally made footwear with a carpet-like fabric on its top surface. 1770, Pateros was only a barrio of Pasay until the Spanish Governor General in the Philippines issued a decree making Pateros an independent municipality. The town was then composed of 5 barangays, namely Agujo, San Roque, Santa Ana, Santo Tomas, and Mamamkat. On March 29, 1900, Pateros became one of the towns in the newly created province of Rizal by virtue of General Order No. 40, Act No. 137 of the Philippine Commission, which was promulgated on June 11, 1901. Then on October 12, 1903, Act No. 942 combined Pateros, Taguig City, and Muntinlupa City into a single municipality under Pateros. The municipality was renamed Taguig on March 22, 1905 through Act No. 1308, Executive Order No. 20, February 29, 1908, separated Pateros from Taguig. In Pateros, we have our major tourist attraction, the new Municipal Hall, Dulong Bayan Monument, San Roque Church, Manggahan Shrine, Balot Making, Garden of Memories Memorial Park, Old Houses, Alfombra Sleepers, Pateros River. We have also the festivals of Pateros, the Feast of Saint Martha, Liberation Day, Pateros Foundation, Santa Cruzan or Flores de Mayo, Feast of Saint Martha, Feast of Saint Roque, Full Moon Festival. Last but not the least is the city of Manila. Manila City, or in the Filipino, Lungsod ng Maynila, is the capital of the Philippines. The city is situated at the mouth of the Pasig River on the eastern shores of Manila Bay on Luzon western side. The city is bordered by several cities and municipalities such as Navotas and Caloocan City in the north, Quezon City in the northeast, San Juan and Mandaluyong City in the east, Makati City in the southeast, and Pasay City in the south side. Manila began as a small Muslim settlement on the banks of the Pasig River along the shores of Manila Bay. The city was then a prosperous Islamic community under the governance of Raja Sulaiman. City of Manila, we have our major tourist attraction, the Bahay Tisoy, Intramuros Lights and Sound Museum, Metropolitan Museum, Museo ng Maynila, Museum Pambata, National Library, National Museum of the Philippines, the Museum de La Salle, University Manila, UST Museum of Arts and Sciences, Archdiocesan Shrine of St. Jude Thaddeus, Binondo Church, also known as the Basilica of St. Lorenzo Ruiz, Malate Church, Manila Cathedral, also known as the Basilica of Immaculate Conception, Quiapo Church, also known as the Basilica of the Black Nazarene, San Agustin Church, San Fernando del Liao Parish Church, San Sebastian Church, Santa Cruz Church, Santo Niño Parish Church, Plaza San Luis, Fort Santiago, Malacanang Palace, University of Santo Tomas, Philippine Normal University, Bonifacio Shrine, Chinatown, Bulwagang Gat Antonio Villegas, Casa Manila, Rizal Shrine, Mabini Shrine, Rizal Park, Rizal Memorial Sports Complex, and San Andres Gym. Big River, Manila Bay, Plaza Miranda, Ermita District, by walk along Rojas Boulevard, the Supreme Court of the Philippines, Raha Sulaiman Park, Manila Boardwalk, Manila Zoological and Botanical Garden, Paco Park, the location of the Hit Paco Park present, and University Belt area. SM City, Manila, SM Department Store, Quiapo, SM City San Lazaro, Robinson's Place, Manila, Horizon Plaza, Evergotesco Manila Plaza, Isetan Department Store, Divisoria Flea Market, 168 Shopping Mall, Tutuban Center, Quiapo Bargain Center, home for endless bargain goods, and palengke or pamilihan sa ilalim ng flag. We have also the festivals and other events in City of Manila, the Feast of the Black Nazarene, Feast of the Santo Niño, Grand Marian Feast, Bills de los Arcos, Buling in Pandacan, Liberation of Manila, and Manila Day.
Let's end our presentation about NCR or National Capital Region. Thank you for watching and listening.